Hey everyone, how you going? Hope you are all well. Just back doing the second Boggle League here with Leyline in the sideboard. So it's an unchanged list from what I have been running as far as the main deck is concerned, but I have adjusted the sideboard slightly because Lurrus of the Dream Den is now legal online. And I managed to find a vendor that was selling it. I paid an absolute premium for it, much more than what it would is being estimated to cost on paper. I paid like 9.5 tickets for it, but I just really wanted to get it and start showcasing it, start testing the power level. I think as far as modern playability is concerned, it won't get that much play. I think probably the price of Standard and Pioneer will push it up a fair bit more. But yeah. So I brought in Lurrus. I removed one Gadok Teague for Lurrus, and I also removed one Force of Vigor for one Seal of Primordium, so I had a repeatable artifact or enchantment destruction effect, which seems like a pretty powerful idea to me. I've just realised my camera's not on here. I might have to do some playing around. Okay, looks like I've got it working now. Alright, so with all of that being said, let's go and jump into a modern league. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to test Lurrus out. I did a bit of test before, and at the moment it's got a blue border. You right click on it, it says this creature can be the companion. If you move Leyline into the main deck, it says can't be the companion, requirements not met. So we'll see how all of that goes during a game situation. Alright, so yes, we'd like to be on the die roll. Yep. We'll choose Lurrus as our companion. Okay. And it adds a little zone here, which shows that that's what our companion is. Alright, so as far as our opening hand is concerned, it looks pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and keep that. Obviously a removal spell can get our Griffspoon, but we can also later on use Lurrus to get it back, and then we just need to draw some auras. We got interaction in the form of both Path and Suppression Field, which is pretty nice. And one of our lands is a Horizon Canopy, which we can cycle away without destroying our double white. Runner. I feel like I recognize that name. Again, can't remember who he is or what he's playing. Eldrazi Tron. Okay, well, Griffspoon's looking pretty good. Alright, let's get both Griffspoon and Boggle out right now while we can still, before removal comes into play. Before Chalice of the Void comes into play, pardon me, would you rather? Yep. There's no Chalice, we can hold up Path to Exile for something. Okay. Looks like he might be going into... Alright, so let's cast our Suppression Field here. And we'll attack for 3. We haven't drawn any auras yet. I'm expecting a Thought-Knot Seer, and I'm going to look to path that in response. And hopefully Suppression Field gets Khan or whatever else they're doing, or at least slows Khan down. I don't think there's a need to play the third hexproof 1-drop. Can just sit in our hand. Then we'll look to end of turn fetch this Windswept Teeth. Alright, cool. So we sort of get rewarded by leaving Glade Cover Scout in hand because we can discard it, so we can target the Reality Smasher. So we have to discard that. Okay. And then we can look to recast the Scout potentially with Lurrus. Alright, so we will crack this at the end of turn. We'll pay 1, 2 to damage. Currently attacking for 3 a turn. We could get a Dryad Arbor. I think we just want to get a Temple Garden though. Alright, we blank on another aura, so that's awful. Let's cycle this, see if we draw one aura. We draw another Temple Garden. Holy crap. Draw creatures and land. Good times. Good times. I might end up casting this Lurrus soon to bring back the Glade Cover Scout for free. If we don't draw anything this turn, it's about all we're going to be able to do. Alright, well that's an All's Dust, which is extremely frustrating, but we can get Lurrus back. Alright, why wouldn't we why wouldn't we draw another land card? Alright, so we do have to pay mana to cast this, right? Okay, so if we cast Suppression Field here, it's probably a little bit better than getting Gristburn, which we can just get back with the active ability anyway. There's the Dismember. So maybe we should have got the Scout. Yeah, so that's pretty punished. Yep. Well, Lurrus is good enough where it almost recovered us from an All's Dust if I didn't misplay. Reasonably impressive. There's a Khan, of course it is. Disgusting, disgusting card. And if we had a Boggle there, we would have, instead of the Suppression Field, would still be dead. So, you know, whatever. I've seen enough of this game. Big old waste of my time at this point, where we just draw land and creatures. It's Seems really bad. Alright, so if I move this in here, okay. So must count the starting deck at the start of each game, not at the start of the like match or entire round. So Eldrazi Tron, we want our Force of Vigor. We're going to want this Seal as well. We're going to want our Gadok Teague. And then Suppression Field's also pretty good. So what we can do is remove probably 2 Core Spirit Dancers, or I remove 1 Core and 1 Scout, and that will do. Something like that seems pretty good. We'll choose Lurrus as our thingy again. Alright, we'll keep this. So full of like 1 mana auras. Only 1 land, which sucks, but we do have lots of green sources where if we draw Force of Vigor, we can pitch it to destroy Chalice the Void on 1. And Core Spirit Dancer, when we get to the 2nd mana, we can use her and start pitching some of these auras to draw deeper into our deck. Oh, that pops up on its own. Okay. Alright. Alright, well that's a good step 1. Rancor adds the most damage to the board here, so let's attack with it. Alright, Thought Knot Seer is going to take something. I'm guessing Core Spirit Dancer. Might be Spider Umbra. If he takes Spider Umbra, he just blocks us from attacking for a fair bit. It could just be Force of Vigor as well. I think maybe Force of Vigor is the best one to take. If he's got a removal spell, Core's pretty crap. Yeah, so last game, if I Lurrus back the Glade Cover Scout, I could have... my opponent was on 5. I could have attached the Griff Spoon for 4 mana, and if I drew pretty much only Daybreak Coroner, I could have attacked my opponent and killed him. Alright, we draw land, which is nice. We do have to shock with this one because we have a double green aura in hand. And I feel like we can attack here. We will draw a card even if the Spider Umbra... like, if he blocks, Spider Umbra will kill the Thought Knots here. At least we'll draw a card off of it. I don't think being heaps patient is where we want to be if we have that line. Mana Reshaper, sure. Now attacking looks way worse this turn. First strike, come on. That is not first strike. Alright, let's at the very least get some extra damage on the board here. So we're going to get 6 damage over, and then we can attack for 6 next turn if he's on 5, so we can potentially just trample out and kill him. I'm going to leave Plains in hand because I don't think it matters. Actually, it matters if we draw a land next turn and need to cast Force of Vigor. Let's see what he reveals with Mana Reshaper. Walking Ballista. That's lame. Let's put our Plains down. We might draw 4th land to cast Force of Vigor on Walking Ballista. Oh, we're also getting close to just casting Lurrus, right? Yeah. That's something I should have considered. I guess I want to cast Lurrus and an Aura in the same turn. Companions represented by a little heart symbol. Isn't that pretty nifty? Sort of frustrates me that it's not on my side of the board though, like down here somewhere. Or like a floating zone, like when you cast an adventure card. Reality Smasher post-combat. Holy moly. Okay, we draw a Hyena Umbra, so that's really nice. So what my opponent's going to look to do here is he's going to look to block with the Reality Smasher. He can then attack us for 4, play the Walking Ballista and ping us for 2. So is there a way around that? The way around that could be just casting Lurrus, holding it as a chump blocker. Because if we have an 8-1, we attack, he blocks, we deal 3 damage, he goes to 2, we die on crackback. Alright, I think we are just casting Lurrus as a body. And we have to pay mana, I'm pretty sure, to do that. Yeah, we do. Okay. Alright. Alright. So we block way more damage if we use Lurrus to block the Thought Knot Seer here. It'll stop an extra 2 damage and we'll gain 3 life. That's assuming it lives. Our opponent could just go Dismember. But we weren't beating that line anyway. Alright, they've gone Ghost Quarter. Is that another? Oh, it's all this does? Are you kidding me? Hell. Oh my god. What was on top of our library? Was it something that would have won us the game? Okay, it's bugged out and doesn't want me to see. Alright. Lost 2-0 to Eldrazi Tron. Lame. Lame. Yeah, if I didn't misplay in the first game, we might have got to our game 3. Had like a better chance to win that one. All right, here we go. All right, opponents got the same icon as me, the little player rewards icon, I'm pretty sure it is. Alright, we'll keep this. We are on the draw, so hand looks pretty bad against Thoughtseers. But yeah, not too bad if we're versing something like Burn. Ancient Stirrings. Is it another Tron deck? Did Tron get something that is making it get played more? Walking Ballista. Holy crap. Might just want to go Windswept Heath and thin the deck by 1 land. Sylvan Scrying. Alright. They fetch out the tower. Alright. Here I can get basic forest, but that's worse if I draw a white aura next turn. I think I just hold one of my lands. Hold my fetch land. Play out these 2 auras and attack. There's the O-Stone for 3 mana. I think what we want to be doing here is pressuring our opponent's life total. If we play Daybreak Coronet now, we can potentially get it back with Lurrus. I think we want to pressure their life total here. Because they're not incentivized to crack it if we're only attacking for 4. And they're at 12, and then, yeah. Worst case, next turn we can go Lurrus plus Spider Umbra. And get that protection happening for Boggle again. Walking Ballista on 1 is absolutely fine. Aura. Show me Aura. Suppression Field's good, but we can still cycle for an Aura and win. And I think we play the Suppression Field second main, so it makes it more expensive for him to crack O-Stone. Thragtusk. Alright. It's a big old main deck inclusion. Alright, show me Ethereal Armor, please. That would be very nice. We have to pay 2 extra mana here. Oh, we played a land for the turn, so... Alright, so there's no point doing that now then. Opponent has a lot of mana here. Has he got Ulamog? Holy shit. Could this deck just calm down for a minute? Oh wow though. We might actually get him on crackback here. Because with Lurrus, if he's forced to pop the Oblivion Stone here, with Lurrus, okay, maybe he's not forced to pop it. If we draw flying, we can go... We're 1 mana short to go Griffspoon and Daybreak. So playing the Scout there might be good, might be bad. It incentivizes him to crack Oblivion Stone a little bit more. He doesn't know that gets... Oh, Illumog's indestructible. Another Thrag task, okay. Is there a lot of burn in the matter or something? So they get exiled as well. That'd be way better if they were put into my graveyard. I could get them back. Oh, that's a good one. That is a really good one. Okay, so... Hyena Umbra is down. This doesn't have... Alright. Well, at the moment, Lurrus is proving to be pretty good against Tron. It's giving us a lot of game here, which we wouldn't normally have. Well, that's just lame. Ugh. You hate to see it. It's a really nice top deck from my opponent. Really nice top deck. Alright, good step 1. That's a good step 2 as well. Attack the Khan here. He'll be forced to block with the Beast. And then hopefully we draw another aura next turn because our Ethereal Armor or Hyena Umbra is going to get exiled here. And I assume he's just going to leave the Beast back to block. We really need to see a Griffspoon. Okay, exiles a card from their hand. Exile his own Ulamog? What? No, that was from our path. Worm Coil Engine, okay. Well, this is just dumb. We're not winning through this, so... yeah, opponent top decked extremely well. What can I say? There's the Griffspoon a turn late. Turn too late. Fucking hell. Holy crap. Alright, Teague. Force of Vigor is less good against this version of the deck. Suppression Field is very good, and maybe Force of Vigor as a one-of. Actually, you know what? Seal of Primordium's a better one-of because we can reoccur it, right? Alright, we'll keep this. This is looking pretty solid. So opponents begun with 7 cards. We'll get rid of 1 Boggle. Alright, let's get his expedition map here while we can. Alright, that's a pretty good draw. So we've ripped 2 lands in a row, which is what we needed. Pretty good to help us get back into this, or press the advantage that we've got. Ugin, yikes. You hate to see Ugin. Holy moly. Oh, wow, wow. We might just have lethal here. So we'll add 4, 5, 6, 9. Alright. Attack for 15. Bloody good draws, I'll tell you that much. Bloody good draws. Opponent went, holy crap, that hand. And I said yes. I was obscenely lucky there. Might look to bring in a couple of these forces on the draw. Move a core, remove a Griffs. I might want Griffs, so I might just take out 2 core. No, let's remove the Griffsburn. Alright. Yeah, I'm definitely keeping this hand. Definitely keeping this hand. No need to force this now. We could potentially draw a different green card. Excuse me. I think it's very likely we want to upkeep Force's expedition map. Even though that leaves us without a castable aura to put on Scout and enable the Daybreak, I think locking him off his mana is very, very important. That could screw our opponent really badly. Looks like they're in a pretty good place to avoid getting screwed by it though. Ugin? Oh god, go away. So we can deploy our whole hand if we played the suppression field now. Deploy our whole hand next turn. My opponent said he's never seen Bogles so good against Tron, and I just said I've played it a lot and I know how to board. Alright, that's a nice Nature's Claim from my opponent. But yeah, Lurrus is feeling pretty good so far. Second Oblivion Stone, okay. That's interesting because the second one would blow up the first one. Alright, he's got a mine, so that puts him up to 5 mana, so next turn these O-stones can start cracking, and he can use one O-stone to put a fake counter on the other one at the end of this turn. Wait, huh? He said GG then. I mean, I don't think I'd... no, I did have exactly 9. Okay. Wow, Lurrus getting the job done. Damn. Damn, because it returns Daybreak next turn and we attack for exactly lethal. Whew. Far out. Okay. Alright, that's get a little bit land flood, and Lurrus is just an absolute engine. Holy moly. Even if you're just in a situation where you draw like cast one extra aura off of it, it seems pretty good. Alright. Alright, this looks like a pretty good hand. Let's go ahead and keep this. Oh, my opponent's got the same card. Snapsies. I wonder what deck they're playing. Abzan, maybe? Jund? Second Boggle. Can double Griff Spoon and attack. We can Griff Spoon plus Boggle if we're expecting Jund and attack. What's this one? Revealed. Right. We can just Suppression Field and look to get their land. I think I like Suppression Field here. It's slightly less aggressive, but so many decks play fetch lands. It's such a high uptick just to get them. It's like when you're someone that plays Shadow of Doubt and then someone just cracks fetch into open mana thinking they're fine, and then bam, Shadow of Doubt hits you. Alright, looks like it's got him. At least for this turn. Alright, that's a good draw. We don't need to worry about Liliana because we've got Suppression Field here doing its thing. We'll get down the Rancor for the extra damage, and then we can look to potentially Daybreak next turn. If not, worst case is Boggle plus a Griff Spoon. Alright, opponent's conceded. Obviously Lurrus is in his deck. It can't be Jund if... No, it can't be Jund if they're running Lurrus, because then they wouldn't have access to Liliana. Black-green. Cheap cards. Well, I'm not sure what I'm versing, but I'm pretty sure I want the ley lines in. Because they're a black deck. And Suppression Field showed itself to be pretty good there. Is that hardened scales? Because green, black, Lurrus could be hardened scales. Do I want to take that down to 16 for a 1 of seal? I guess. Just, yeah, I can't think of too many green-black decks that would have so few cards with that converted mana cost. Alright, so we're obviously going to keep this Leyline Protection out on the board. Misha's Bobble. Oh, so it's Death Shadow. Okay, that makes more sense. Like, Traverse Shadow list. Yeah, so definitely hoarding up those paths is a bad thing if he's on Death Shadow. I could just trade there. We don't have another creature. I would get rid of the pesky Hex Shrinker though. Alright, let's look to slow our opponent down. Next turn we can do Hyena Umbra plus Daybreak Coronet and attack. That's pretty sweet synergy between Lurrus and Grimflyer, actually. We sort of have to deploy this Daybreak now. Our life total is getting a little bit low. Opponent can just attack for 10 next turn if we don't. It's pretty bad into Abrupt Decay or Assassin's Trophy though. We have got a healthier life total to play with now though. I don't want to block because, like I said, Abrupt Decay, Assassin's Trophy, we lose our creature. Opponent's filtering his draws nicely. I don't know why it's going backwards with how it's putting it in his graveyard. Like Snapcaster, IOP, Confidant. I'd like it to just go down in order so I can see what the immediate decision was. But yeah, it looks like he's been digging for land because Suppression Field's doing its thing. So Saltai at the moment. Attack for 7's very good here. Okay, goodbye Daybreak. Our opponent messed up because if he took out the Hyena Umbra, he would have got more value. We would have one Hyena Umbra less. If we attack here, we're just dead, so we can't attack. And now obviously we have to block. Hopefully he's not got the second one. Yeah, I've totally been remembering to update my record as I go. This thing always blows out so big, doesn't it? Rancor's good. It's not going to kill him though. Cycle this. Yeah, suppression field. Gotcha. So yeah, we just lose. That's fine. Suppression field was okay, but having a look at his deck, we definitely want these rest in pieces instead. Yeah, I definitely like Rest in Peace plan better. And we'll just leave one Grispoon out in the sideboard. Keep that Leyline. We saw Thoughtseize and Inquisition that game in his graveyard. Okay, so we've got basic Forest, Leyline Rest in Peace. This Ethereal Armor is going to be really good if we do get to cast it. And we've got 2 Leylines worth of... This is a rough one. Tough hand. Like, Rest in Peace is going to be really good. Leyline is obviously really good. I think we keep it. I think we can still for long enough that the power of Rest in Peace and the power of, like, Leyline is going to get us there. The upside is so high with this hand. Like, it's absurdly high. Alright, well, we get the land here. Let's shove down our Ethereal Armor and start our attacks. Get this clock happening. Alright, so we've got our opponent pressured down really low now. Dried Arbor is most likely going to need a Fatal Push or something, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with this Glade Cover Scout and how much it's attacking for at the moment. Like, absolutely no complaints there. So our opponent can choose to exile cards here to filter his draws still. Dark Confidant, that is playing with fire, my friend. If we don't attack here, we can just let our opponent take a whole bunch of damage, but at the same time, he's probably filtered his draw with the Dark Confidant, so that he's not taking damage. So I think we want to go bam bam, cast this Rest in Peace. Because of the way I tapped, I think we want to use our Dried Arbor to cast pre-combat in case he Fatal Pushes our Dried Arbor during combat. We'll attack for 6. And he's probably not going to use his Fetch Land, because that will shuffle away the card he put on top of his library. We can just choose to trade with the Hex Drinker here as well. I think we do trade with Hex Drinker. What's he doing here? 2 removal spells for my Rest in Pieces? Or he just wanted to do his fetches so he didn't have that dyssynergy later where he's stopped from doing what he wants to be doing. Hey look, we drew Flying. It's pretty good. Pretty good. So we beat him with 2 auras. Rest in Peace is a good card. Really good card. Wow. He's got the Abrupt Decay. We don't beat him just yet. Put him to 3. 1 attack from dead. So now he's got Lurrus, and he can recast Hex Drinker, which he doesn't choose to do for some reason. Alright. Let's cast this Rancor. Okay. Cool. So my opponent did a little bit of a misplay where he didn't recast his Hex Drinker there. I think probably what I should have done was, instead of blocking Hex Drinker with the Boggle, I should have double blocked the Grimflayer with Dried Arbor plus Boggle a turn later, and then I would have stopped him from being able to filter his draws. But yeah, we get there against Saltai something or other. Like it could very well turn out to be a deck what he's doing. That's cool. I like the Saltai Delerium. Wait, we didn't lose anything. What am I doing? Alright, and update my record here now that I'm remembering. Okay. We'll eventually get into the habit where I remember to do that after every game. Yeah, that was good. That was round 3 against a Saltai Delerium deck, and yeah, we went the distance. We got there. Our sideboard hate was really, really strong. Pretty happy with how that went. Okay, so that was good, and on to round 4 shortly. Just so you know, I've started streaming, so the commentary might change a bit if people jump on and start interacting. I might start talking to them. Hopefully it doesn't affect my gameplay, and I continue to play mostly type. Why is it not come up yet on the Stream Manager? We'll see what happens. Maybe it's just on a little bit of a delay, but normally it's not too bad. It's been at least 20 seconds and it should have started a session. Weird. Well, might get people saying, hey, it's not working or something. We'll see. See what happens. Okie doke. Your GL. Okay, we are on the draw. And yep, hand looks good. Let's keep this. Let's see how far it gets us.
Gold bounty on Vital, Essence Reaver.
Away noises. Alright, looks like it's burn we are versing, or maybe mono red. Not quite sure why it's got us as offline. Weird. Says I'm streaming, live of 2 minutes. Alright, so let's get out this Temple Garden so we can get our creature out and then look to block next turn. Alright, yep, looks like it says we're live. It says offline still though. Well, hopefully we run into a Daybreak Coronet soon. Looks like my opponent decided not to attack, which seems a little bit bizarre because usually they want to get in as much damage as possible. We do draw the Daybreak Coronet. So what I'm going to do now is set up a blocking turn. I'll probably want to play the Rancor so I can have trample for next turn. And then I think I want to just play out the Hyena Umbra so I get Totem Armor in case he does a Boros Charm Indestructible mode. And then we're not going to attack, we're just going to ship it on through. Seems weird. Why is it, why is my Twitch being funny? Usually it just goes live on its own accord. Bizarre. Alright, well let's just jam our Daybreak Coronet and attack. Hopefully no Skullcrack. We will see. There's a Lightning Bolt. He's got another 2 Lightning Bolts. We're dead. Boros Charm for Indestructible. Yep. So if he attacked earlier, that extra 2 damage would have us dead now. So we're fortunate that he didn't attack before. And from here we should just run out and win the game. He's got 2 cards in hand. Alright, so we got there. I don't think that we deserve to. On paper we should have lost that one. So against Burn we want Ley Lines in, and we want Force of Vigor. Force of Vigor can answer those pesky Eidolon of the Great Rebels, which are otherwise really good against us. We might want some number of path. I don't think we want all of them. And Core's pretty bad, so I'm going to take 2 of her out. So yeah, we'll go with that. Seems weird that it's not working with the Twitch. Maybe I'll try opening another window. Do I have to go share my activity to start streaming or something? I don't know. Alright, so no Leyline, no land. Mulligan. The Daybreaks looked really good there though. Alright, so we can probably keep this. It's not the strongest hand, but hopefully Leyline will give us enough time to draw into some gas. We'll bottom the Razorverge Thicket here. Start with our Leyline out. I guess bottoming the plains there is the same as bottoming Razorverge Thicket. I should have bottomed plains. Alright, so next turn we have Boggle plus Ethereal Armor. Or Scout plus Ethereal Armor, pardon me. What are we revealing off top? Another Scout. Not the best. We could look to block here and save 2 damage. I think we're okay. We've got Leyline to stop all those burn spells. Let's get in for 1 damage. And then we'll leave the 3 power Scout blocking duty. Alright, so it's a 3-3 because of the Leyline. Yeah, it's weird. My stream doesn't seem to be working. I might just stop the stream and click start stream again, and maybe that will do something. Bizarre stuff. Bizarre stuff. Alright, opponent's got a tear for the first Leyline. So we're going to start calling some burn spells to the face now. Hopefully we can see a Daybreak. Force of Vigor is not really what we're looking for. We'll leave the Scout in hand. Or we can play it and double block potentially. If he's had an Eidolon, he would have played it by now. So I think we just want to potentially play out this second Scout, have 2 blockers available, maybe double block the Goblin Guide if he doesn't play any other creatures. Yeah. Okay, he's got 2 Goblin Guides. 1 card left in hand. We are still on 10. Braid channel. Alright, we ripped Daybreak Coronet, so let's just jam that and start attacking, shall we? Still says we're offline. I don't care about chat settings. Items, notifications, help, whispers. Not sure why it's not working. Not sure. Alright, so we gained 6 life there, and Daybreak Coronet plus Leyline turns out they're good against Burn. Something we already knew. No real showing from Lurrus in that matchup, but hey, good win is good. 7 in 9. Starting to get a decent win rate going here. That's 77.8%. So we'll go 78. Yep, pretty good. I'm gonna just pause this quickly, see if I can get my stream working properly. Because at the moment it just seems to be me offline. Alright, so I wasn't able to get the stream to work, unfortunately, at the moment, but I'm going to finish recording this league and this video, and then I'm going to try again, and hopefully have some success after changing some settings which I need to change after stopping this recording. So for the time being, this will have to do, and no stream for me. But yeah, that's fine, no issues there. So yes, so far 2 Tron matches where Lurrus came in to play a fair bit, and then against the Saltai Delerium, came into play game 1, but obviously games 2 and 3 where I brought Leyline in, it didn't do anything, and against my Burn opponent when I brought in Leyline, it didn't do anything either. But yeah, still despite that, sitting at a pretty comfortable 3-1 at the moment. Yeah, not too upset about that. Alright, Violent Outburst. Now this name I remember, he was in the online challenge that I was doing. I don't think that I versed him though. I think I might have versed him earlier. He might be Amulet Titan. Well, 2 unkeepable hands. Let's see what our Mulder 5 will give us. Opponent's mulligan to 6. Alright, so we'll keep this Mulder 5. We'll get rid of Suppression Field and... Oh, sorry, we'll get rid of... Most likely getting rid of Core Spirit Dancer, and I think Suppression Field as well. If it's not Amulet, I might want Suppression Field, but if it's anything with Liliana, I'll want the second hexproof creature to throw to Liliana. So I'm gonna make this call. Based on what my memory is doing for me. And I'm gonna adjust these counts, right? Oh, is it... Wait, White and Misha's Bobble? Oh, has he got the same... No, that's that there. Blue, White, and Misha's Bobble. I'm intrigued. I am intrigued. He's put 2 cards on top with the Serum Visions. Alright, Path to Exile. Not what we're looking for. Let's get in for 2. See what happens. See what our opponent's up to. Everflow Chalice. Okay, so it's a combo deck. So Suppression Field probably would have been really good here against this. I don't remember the exact list, but they use Everflow Chalice to make 1,000,000 mana and then just like combo you out. Alright, here comes the Glittering Wish. Yikes. Beginning of your end step, discard your hand. Righto. Well, I don't think I got too much game here other than just attacks, so let's just keep doing that. This might be like a Jeskai Ascendancy sort of style deck with this new song of creation. We could just kill our opponent here if we draw land for Daybreak Coronet. Explosives on 0. Well, we can't crack that yet. We do have lethal if we draw a white source. Alright, now we just have lethal on 1 more point of damage. Put out another explosives on 0. Oh, does he get infinite mana now? No. Spirit Guide, so that's 3 mana. Is that Everflow Chalice? No, Manamorphose. Oh, it's just 1 Simian Spirit Guide, 2 Manamorphose, double blue. Retract. Okay. Sure. Alright, so this is like a new Oreos deck for Song of Creation. Gotcha. I think our opponent's got us here. If I see like another retract, maybe I just concede. I don't know. Pretty interesting stuff. So he's got a 19 card hand. I don't think there's any real way that he whiffs here. And all they're going to do is probably play a Thassa's Oracle and then just we're dead from Thassa's Oracle. Maybe a gut shot. Who knows? Black White. What is he doing with Black White? Another Pentad Prism, okay. Damn, something like a Damping Seer would be really good against this deck. Well, we can see he's got 3 main deck engineered explosives as well. That's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough. Serum Vision casts Pact of Negation on his own Serum Visions. And then Pact is Pact. Okay. Chalice on 0 would be excellent against this deck, wouldn't it? Stop his Pact, stop his eggs. Another Manamorphose. Alright. So yeah, this thing, it doesn't seem that quick because it's turn 4 when it comes off. Goes off, pardon me. But yeah, wow. Looks like he got there. If it's like turn 4 guaranteed win, that's not the worst thing in the world, right? Alright, so Path to Exile is going to do nothing. We're going to want our Enchantment Destruction, so we're going to want these Force of Vigors. We're also going to want this Seal of Primordium. And Gadok Teague is going to be really good too. Dramoka's Command will make them sacrifice an enchantment. Alright, so we've got a fair bit of game here. So probably out a Core Spirit Dancer, a Scout, and Grispoon. Maybe just a Coronet. We're not going to beat them on lifelink, right? We're going to beat them on interacting with what they're doing. Maybe I want Grispoon instead of Coronet. I think Suppression Field's going to be good. Maybe not. No, Suppression Field's just going to be dead, isn't it? Alright, let's take out these Suppression Fields. We'll bring back in... Like, it might get their fetch lands, but it's not going to get their play 0 drops. Although, actually, maybe, yeah. Because we saw Engineered Explosives, what we've got, which is something we've got to be concerned about. Interesting, interesting. Alright, let's get our Lurrus into its zone. Well, this has got no land. This has got 2 land. Alright, we'll keep this. I'm actually going to bottom the Daybreak here because we don't really need it in this matchup, right? We just want to hit them for as much damage as possible through Core Spirit Dancer, and we'll do more damage deploying these 1-mana auras onto core, right? So double bottom with the Serum Visions there. Alright, we drew another Core Spirit Dancer, so if our opponent's sided in removal... Ooh, wait a minute. He can just do his Mishra's Bubbles in response to me casting Suppression Field, though he's got 3 cards in hand. Yeah, I might just run out the Suppression Field here, see if I get him. See if he's like yielded to an end step automatically instead of waiting to watch what we're doing. Alright, Alright, so he's targeting me with one suppression, with one rush and he's targeting me with the suppression. Yeah. I don't know, on the play, suppression field turn 2 might be good enough. Because it might, like, we saw a lot of fetch lands and shock lands. Very intensive mana base. Might just shut them off their land drop. Alright, he's got the stomping grounds, so suppression field didn't stop a fetch. Not this turn at least. Metamorphose, okie dokie, you've got it. Green white, is this a glittering wish? Certainly looking like it. Okay, Pentad Prism. Alright, let's deploy our core Spirit Dancer. And hope we get another turn. Our opponent can just play their enchantment and then a whole bunch of 0 mana things and then retract, so... maybe we hold up Dramoka's command in response. So yeah, it's rough playing well against something when you're not that familiar with what your opponent's playing. Like, it makes it harder to play well because you want to be aggressive, right? But you also want to well, it's modern. You need to interact to some extent, especially with a combo deck. Alright, there's the Glittering Wish. We'll see what they get with it. Song of Creation, yeah. I don't think they can cast it this turn. Okay, so... we can just hold up Dramoka's command and look to get his song when he plays it. I mean... that doesn't seem great, but... if we play one order and attack, we don't have lethal. Alright, I think he's most likely going to go for it next turn. If he doesn't, we could always put a 1/1 counter on core. I don't really like that. Alright, let's just make him think we've got a really bad hand, maybe. Because, yeah, the maximum damage we could get with what we know we've got is Ethereal Armor plus Rancor is 4 from having 2 enchantments down, and then it's 3 for the Ethereal Armor, so that's 7, it's 8 damage. We'd attack and we would have put our opponent to 9 because he was on 17. It's not lethal. Where if we draw like a second Ethereal Armor into like land Ethereal Armor or something like that, we can just kill him this next turn in one attack. Alright, let's cast Ethereal Armor, see what happens. Alright, we're locked into going for auras now, because we missed our land drop, so that's frustrating. Maybe we should have just done this last turn. Yeah, I'm pretty annoyed by that. I'm pretty annoyed we missed that many land drops in a row. I don't think the line we took was awful. he just draws 2 cards for 0 mana. This is pretty bonkers. That's a cool artwork as well. Look at that artwork. Isn't that pretty? Well, if we see a retract, we just lose, right? Because then he's going to get to see 1, 2, 8, at least 8 more cards if he plays retract. So now it's at least 10 more cards. Another pentad. Yeah, it's frustrating. Maybe they had the read on the Dromoka's command. Yeah. I have a feeling like it would have been the same outcome if we went for it a turn earlier. Like, they would have just jammed their enchantment and done the exact same thing they're doing this turn. Double blue. So here comes the retract, and then he gets to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another 10 cards at the least if he plays retract here. Yeah, this is a super good game. Yeah. Alright, if this is a big deck, then we might need to bring back in some damping spheres or deafening silence or something. Deafening silence would be annoying dyssynergy with Lurrus though, as it would damping sphere. But yeah, this is rough. This is super rough. If we just draw a land off of when we cast our Ethereal Armor, we could have attacked for 4, and then held up Dromoka's command, and Iglees would be attacking for 4 a turn while having interaction with his Song of Creation. Yeah. So Oreos is back in what's looking like a stronger shell. I mean, if this deck turns out to be consistent enough and fast enough, it might get something like Retract Ban or Mishra's Bobble Ban. Hell, I'd love to see Mishra's Bobble Ban because it's a really powerful enabler for decks like Death Shadow. And for Urza as well. Yeah, if this deck can get Mishra's Bobble banned, I'm happy. I'm not even sure we've seen the worst of this, because you could do like an Emery with Mox Amber build of this deck as well. And I have a feeling like there's gonna be a lot more that'll come out from this deck. Yeah. Because yeah, Stony Silence doesn't even do anything against it, right? We saw how little Suppression Field did here. I mean, yeah, I guess my line this game was turn 2 Core Spirit Dancer, forget we even had Suppression Field, jam Auras and try to race. But I think they had the Pentad Prism out at the time. No, they didn't. They played Pentad Prism the following turn. Well, they got 29 cards in hand. If they just cast Thassa's Oracle now, don't they just draw... Or is it equal to their devotion to blue, actually, I think, yeah. I don't think that they just draw stuff. Another explosives. They're seeing their entire deck here. So, yeah. GG. Alright, so here comes the Thassa's Oracle. Oh my god. Yeah. Well, my opponent gets the idea. I wrote, okay, thanks, good luck with the rest, but it was being quite funny. I think maybe I had insert pressed or something and it mucked around. So yeah, that's like a Jeskai Storm or Jeskai Oreos. Alright, so that is interesting. Interesting deck to come up against. Seems pretty good. I don't know how good it's going to be against control decks, so I think it'll just lose against control decks. But yeah, like a deck that can just hold up counter magic continuously and he's never able to resolve his enchantment. I think it would have trouble, but it's pretty good there, right? Alright. Thanks for watching that, guys. I hope you enjoyed that match. That's my second round boot camp with this deck. What's our win rate going to, actually? So 7 and 3... 70%. Okay, 70% still good. If we can maintain 70, I'd be really happy. Yeah, awesome. Thanks, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Let me know what you think about Lurrus. I was pretty impressed against Eldrazi. I don't think it did much in any of our other matchups, but Eldrazi and Tron, it seemed very good. Maybe game one against like a Jund deck, it could be quite good as well, returning what they Assassin's Trophy or Abrupt Decay. Assassin's Trophy will ramp you into it as well, so you'll be able to cast it, put an aura down in the same turn. Yeah, seems decent. Alright, thanks guys, we'll cut that one there. See you next time.